we are back at Up North at 4. Today we are here with managing editor and business partner with OnWisconsinSports.com, Ken Kasuba. Thank you so much for coming back on again. It's been a while.
Yeah, I think the last time I was here was in August, so thanks for having me back.
Well, Happy New Year.
Well, Happy New Year to you as well. And
it's a little late for the Happy New Year.
Well, we're 2 weeks into it.
Exactly.
2 weeks, come on, it's still, you know, plus if you haven't seen someone, you know,
I
for a
feel
while.
like first week of January, but that's not why we're.
I think I keep saying Happy New Year till like mid-summer.
I've had people, you know, the last few days saying Happy New Year still, so it's all good.
See, I'm not the only one.
I shouldn't be such a snob.
Well, Ken, so on WisconsinSports.com, for those that don't know, how is it going so far? How's the website coming along?
Fabulous. Actually, when you go to OnWisconsinSports.com, it'll redirect you to our Facebook page. We talk all things Wisconsin sports, not just the big sports like Brewers, Packers, Badgers, Bucks. We want to hear about things in your community that are going on. Part of our new website development, we're going to break the state up into 5 regions, and then we'll have editors in those regions. So when you click on that particular region, it'll bring up all the cities, and then you can click on that city, and we're going to post all your sporting events, no matter what the events are. Softball, winter sports that we're into right now, so if you have a fishery going on or something of that nature, we want to hear about it. You can contact us direct, through direct message on Facebook, or through a number of other avenues with OnWisconsinSports.com.
So, Ken, you're a lifelong Wisconsin resident, longtime fan of all the sports, right?
Correct, including the outdoor sports as well. Avid archer.
Oh, Archer, okay. Well, we could talk about that in a little bit, but the news of the day is Mr. Baseball passing away, a sad day. He's 90 years old, he lived a very full life, but tell us about your experience with Bob Uecker.
Well, I met him on several occasions. I had the good fortune to golf with him back in '98 at the Vince Lombardi charity event down in Menominee Falls at North Hills Country Club. And how you see the guy and you hear him on his radio call, it's just how he is in person.
I bet.
He never stops cracking jokes. It's one thing after the other, but he makes you very comfortable around him when you're talking to him. So he's just a very personable guy, an iconic voice, and he'll definitely be sorely missed, especially with the Brewers. I have the good fortune through 97.3, the game out of Milwaukee, to host, actually on Wisconsin Sports, we host the post-game show, the longest running post-game show in the state of Wisconsin, the Tim Allen Brewer post-game show. And that's our connection to the Brewers and to Bob Uecker. But my business partner, Dave Bernacki, who's a sports photojournalist for over 40 years, has taken some of the most iconic photos. Fortunately, being on the field as he has been in County Stadium, then County Stadium, and I have some photos here of that, as well as
Mr. Baseball.
Yeah, there he is right there. But, Dave's taken some tremendous photos here of then County Stadium and then Miller Park, now which is AmFam Field. But on top of that, Dave's got one of his classics right here, Halftime, which is at Lambeau Field in '83. Everybody knows these beer cans, the pull top.
I mean, I've heard of them. I've never actually had one, but yeah.
But yeah, so with that being said, Dave has interacted with Bob a lot more than I have, and like I said, Bob is an interesting character, and he's going to be sorely missed. Not having him on the broadcast anymore, and doing his last game October 3rd when they played the Mets. So that was it.
Well, Ken, thank you for sharing that with Bob. About Bob, and any kind of recent or new upcoming things going on with Wisconsin Sports.
Yeah,
you'd
so
like to mention?
we've got a number of affiliations and new sponsors that are coming on. One of them is Stormy Cromer. And Stormy Cromer, anybody who knows Stormy Cromer knows her iconic hat. But they manufacture wool apparel, men's and women's. It's outstanding stuff, by the way. You got to go take a look at it. But we're putting together a number of new partners in the outdoor industry, as well as throughout other industries and sports that are coming on with Wisconsin Sports here this year. So it's pretty exciting. We've got a lot going on. We're still going to be working with 97.3 The Game moving forward. We'll be at spring training, by the way, the Brewers, so we're sponsoring that March 1st through the 9th. And that's always a great thing that we're doing with that radio station, which is heard here, by the way, on 101.3 The Game.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, Ken, so much for coming on and sharing that with us.
Well, thank you for having me today.
Of course. We'll be right back after this break.